In this video, I'm going to teach you how to set up your Luminator for unresponsive play. A lot of guys, when they talk about one-handed yo-yoing, they mean unresponsive one-handed play exclusively. A lot of guys, they never ever use their one-handed yo-yos in a responsive way, which is how we show a lot of our yo-yo tricks. And so when you buy a Luminator, it comes set up for responsive play. But this modification that I'm going to show you is very easy, and then you can use this for all the other kinds of tricks, the unresponsive tricks that a lot of people are doing these days. When I show yo-yo videos on yo tricks, I may mix some unresponsive tricks in with the string tricks, and you'll always know the difference because I'll be using this green yo-yo with the blue caps for unresponsive tricks or tricks that are easier to learn if you've got an unresponsive yo-yo, as opposed to the red yo-yo with blue caps that I use for most of the other tricks. And you can tell from the videos as well if there's certain elements. You can start to get a feel for which tricks are done in an unresponsive way. But in this video, I'm going to teach you how to set up your Luminator for that. So you're going to need your Luminator. You're going to need some mineral spirits. This is what I've been using. You can usually get this in the paint section of a lot of different stores. And that's what we're going to use to clean the bearing. You'll also need some ultra-thin brake pads. And so these brake pads, they're clear, which is why it looks like I'm just holding a piece of paper. These are made out of silicone, and we just found that these work really, really well with the Luminators, and so these are the kind that we have in our store right now. There are different brake pads that are this size and this thickness, and we've tried a couple, and these are what we like the best. If we find some others that we like, then those will be in the store as well. So the mineral spirits, you want to make sure to put that in a glass container because it is corrosive to plastic, and so I found that glass is really easy to work with, so if you can find one of those. And I also, when I set this up, I usually have a toothpick and a paper towel to help me fish the bearing out of there. So the first thing you want to do is take your Luminator apart. You're going to want to take the bearing out and just drop it right into the mineral spirits just like that. Sometimes I'll take my toothpick and I'll just move the bearing around to make sure that the mineral spirits are really getting in there. And what this is going to do is it's going to clean out all of the grease and anything else that might be in the bearing that's in there, and so that's what it's in there for. Normally I let it sit in there for about an hour, and so obviously in this video I'm not going to do that, but that's the right amount of time. Maybe about halfway through you can use your toothpick to just flip the bearing over to make sure that the mineral spirits are getting all the way through it. But for the most part, you can just let it sit in there. Once that's going, you're going to want to take your Luminator, and you're going to want to take these brake pads off. And I've showed how to do this in a different video, so I'm just going to do it to 1/2. But you just want to kind of push it away from the side of the yo-yo there, and you want to pinch it and pull it off very slowly, and that will help to get all the glue off the bottom as well. And if you pull it slow enough, then the entire brake pad will come off in one piece. And you can see it's very easy like that. And just get rid of those. And now you want to take your new brake pads and just peel them right off this card here. And that can be somewhat of a challenge sometimes, but it's never too hard. There we go. And I'm going to pop out the center, just like that. And these will fit right into the same brake pad recess as the other brake pads that you just took out. Now you may find that when you put these in, they might stretch a little bit while you're pulling them apart or while you're trying to lay them down and stick them in there. It may fold over onto itself at one point. I don't think that you could probably see that in this video. But that doesn't really seem to affect play. So once you get it in there, just push it all the way down, and it'll be pretty flat, and that'll be good enough. Of course, you want to do the same thing with the other side. And if you're going to be doing unresponsive play, I also recommend including the weight rings in the side of the yo-yo, which you can also get in our store. We've got another video about how to put those in. But unresponsive play is about getting ultra-long sleep times, and so this will help your yo-yo sleep a lot better if you do that. So once you've got your brake pads in, once the bearing has been in the mineral spirits for about an hour, just take your toothpick and you want to fish it right out. I put it right on a paper towel, and you want to get as much of that out of there as you can. So I just fold it over, and sometimes I'll even shake it around a little bit, and that gets the majority of the mineral spirits out of there. Do it a couple of times. And the other thing that I do is I let it sit for another hour, which will allow the rest of it to get out, because like I said, it can be corrosive to plastic, so you want to make sure that it's completely dry when you actually put it right back in your yo-yo. So once it's all dried up, after about an hour, you can put it right back in your yo-yo, put it back together, and your yo-yo should be ready for unresponsive play.